truly love, understand love, 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 love. Love works better.
Yes, love works better. I'm working on loving others and I'm working on also loving myself because I believe it works better. When you love and when somebody loving you, you feel happy, you feel excited. And so sometimes you have to crank up that love within. Yeah, you have to crank up that love within. I want to talk on something I had read out when I seen this slush fund, the president trying to get a slush fund for January 6th. I call them looters and rioters and thugs. But anyway, and people don't know what they're doing. And people that following others. And people want to be pleased. And people want to be loved. That's why I talk about love works better. People want to be loved. Sometimes they'll do anything. And they know they're doing it against their own body. They know they're against doing it against their own mind and what they know and what they've been taught. But something inside of them, uh, they hunger for something more than they can give themselves at that time. And so the slush fund is trying to get these same people that the president pardoned. He's trying to get those same people ready to do this again when the elections start again. He putting it in their head. He want them to think he want to get them some money. He ain't interested in nobody but himself. That's the only thing. And I don't watch that much TV, but I can look at that man and tell that he's not for America and he's not for the people that voting for him. He uses them. That's why he have a talking point to try to convince people he loved them, but he don't tell them he love them. I never seen him say, I love you all. No, it's all about him and his family. And he trying to get this ballroom because he's not planning on leaving. And I want the people to think about this. Why would a president want to build all this around president and he's leaving in 2 years? It take more than that time to build a thing. So what are your goals? What are you? He said the quiet part out loud. I'm not planning on leaving. And I got these people brainwashed to help me stay there. And then some of them gonna get killed. Some of them gonna spend the rest of their life in jail. And he's gonna be down in that bunker, whatever you want to call it. I want whoever hear this to understand this is not about you all. Nobody. It's not about the good people or the bad people or the people don't know what's happening. This is about one person and his family and the rich, the oligarchs. Uh, they want more and they want to tear America down because I found out this guy, three of these guys wasn't from America. They wasn't born in America and they hate America. So they found somebody that dumb enough, ignorant enough to help them bring America down. And that's Elon Musk, Putin, and this man that buying up all these TV station. I can't pronounce his name, but those people is got islands and building uh, their home in other countries because when they get through tearing up this one, then they don't want to be here. They don't no longer want to live here. So even Trump children is trying to buy islands so they won't have to live here because this is going to be like a third world country. America going to the bottom. And so everybody's trying to get much money as they can to get out of America. And they gonna leave all these people that voted and listen at this dumb shit and follow this crazy stuff and not thinking about them and their neighbors and their children, following up gossiping and stupid things. You gonna get caught up in a third world country and you bringing it down. You bringing your country down. And white folks ought to be more in love with this country than blacks. But blacks will fight and try to save it. And you always trying to tear it down because you done had it so good. My mama used to say, I said, I don't want that food. And she said, put it in the refrigerator. And when you get hungry, you'll eat it. And one of my sisters or brothers said, give it to me. I said, no, you ain't getting it. Because I knew that's all I had. And I had to, if I didn't want it then, I knew I was going to get hungry. And I knew I was going to have to eat that food. So what you all got to understand, you live in this country. Stop hating on others because you hating on yourself. You got to live in this country. Be good to the country and everybody around it. Let's make the country a great place to live. Because if you put your energy and your goodness in it, and I put mine in it, and everybody come together, we will stand. The scripture said that together we stand and divided we fall. And if you're trying to divide America, the people that are helping you tear it down, they going to another country trying to live their best life. Hear me. You got to come together. We got to come together and do this thing and stop listening at people that are hating and trying to hurt others and taking away from this person and taking away from that. If they take it from me and you help them, after a while they're going to take it from you. I can't help you because you already done hurt me. So let's come together and get this together. Get love back in the government. The government is not in love with the citizen. The citizen is being tormented. The citizen is hurting while the rich is getting richer. And they're making you think you're going to get rich one day. No, they're not going to even give you an opportunity. The government get all the rich people the contract so the rich people can put back in their pockets. So they playing you. White people, they playing you. Stop it. Stop looking at race. Stop looking at color. And look at how poor you is and your children got to live in this world. You can't buy another island. You can't go to another country. You don't have the money. So try to save where you live. Try to build where you live. And try to love where you live. We are only humans. And we all humans. And we all come from one source. And that source is the Lord. And that's why I always say love works better. Sometimes you don't feel it. Sometimes people hurt you so bad. How can I love them? You might not can love them like you wish you could, but find something in that person that you like. Find something in that person. Number one, they're human. God made them. That's what make me love you. You are human and God made you. And if God made you, he loved you. And I don't have a right to hate you. I don't have a right to hate what God have created. I don't have that right. Because when I do it to you, God allowed me to get that back. He's not coming out and make decisions for us. He put a place in us for him to dwell in. And if we know who we are, then we'll know who God is. And then we will apply what God wants to our lives so we can get that back. So that January 6th is just a beginning of sorrow for America because there's so many people following after that man. And one thing they got in their mind, he said he going to get rid of the blacks. He going to get rid of the Hispanic. And he playing you with that because that's the meat you want. But you got to come within yourself and say, why would I want somebody else to suffer when God going to allow me to get that same that I planted? He going to let it come up in my life. Think about it. Love works better. Love works better. Now I'm gonna do a video on women's too, cause
I want you to understand. Love works better when you really love. Love works better when you truly